Okay, I think we have time for more
One
questions.
more?
Yeah, let's go get more questions.
All right. Let's see. That looks like science. All right, here we go. A real estate agent gets 8% commission for every house he sells. If he receives $8,750 commission for a house he sold, how much did he sell the house for?
Okay, I can take that one. I'm probably going to need that information again.
Okay.
So you said this is related to real estate commission?
Yes, a real estate agent gets 8% commission for
Okay.
every house he sells. He received $8,750 commission for a house he sold. What did he sell for?
I was trying to write this and I put too many M's. 8% commission and he received $8,750.
Yes.
And then how much was the house sold for?
That's what it's asking.
How much was the house?
How much did he sell the house for?
Cool.
How much was house? So this is our question here. So we know a couple pieces of information. We know he gets 8% commission. We know that he earned $8,750. So we want to know how much the house was. So this is one of those, again, that it seems a little tricky at first because it seems, I don't know, backwards from what you're used to. Normally it's like, oh, I sold this house for $300,000, I get 8%, and then you figure out the commission, right? This is like going the other direction. So we can always do this, you know, we talk about this a lot, but if you think about what you're looking for, what you don't know in math, we always talk about setting up equations that really kind of helps with this process. So we want to know how much the house was. So we can set up a variable and we can say C is going to be the cost of the house. So I'm going to assume that you're comfortable with percentages, so I don't have to go into what percentages mean. But again, all we need to do is set up an equation for this and say, okay, 8%, we can rewrite this, and anytime we're working with percentages, almost always algebraically, we convert them into decimals. So we know that 8% is 8 out of 100, which is 0.08. So the equation that we can set up is, we want to know 8%, I'm going to write this out as a kind of a sentence first, in a sense. 8% of what is going to give me that $8,750 commission. So I wrote this out as a sentence, but we can rewrite this as an algebraic equation. And we can say 8% written as a decimal is this right here. So we can say 0.08, you got this part, of what? And in this case, we're looking for the cost of the house. So 8% of the cost is going to give me that $8,750. And then once we're here, well, we just have an equation that we can solve. It's really just a one-step equation. And we can say if I'm solving for C, this is 0.08 times C. So we're going to divide it by 0.08 on both sides. I can't do this in my head. So 8,750 divided by 0.08. This house actually was, C equals 109,375. So that would be the cost of the house. Again, one of the great things about like these kind of problems is you can always check it and think just working backwards, and it might seem a little bit redundant because we just kind of did the opposite. But we can say, okay, is 8% of 109,375, does that equal the other, does it equal 8,750? So we can always just test that, and we would get that. So that's how you'd figure that out.
Nice.
Cheap house.
Yeah, very high percentage commission there.
Yeah, what a racket.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe
8%.
we should be real estate agents.
I was just thinking that. I was like, well, I'd be a real estate agent if I made that much money.
Yeah.
Oh,
If I
can you
sold that
imagine
house.
that?
I would love
All
to
the
find a
open
house for
houses you would have to run.
110,000. Yeah.
That rate in Denmark, can you imagine?
And then get that much commission? Man.
Yeah.
Wrong career, apparently.
Right.